I'm Austin Jones with Ignite Video, and this is Bob.
And I'm Bob Jones, and yes, it is a father and son family business.
It is.
Yes.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about marketing plans and why video really should be part of any marketing plan that's put together in today's day and age.
Oh, it certainly is an absolute must, in our opinion.
Yeah.
That may sound like it's trying to convince people that they should do video, but the reality of it is video is one of the most effective ways of getting your message across. It not only tells people about your product and your service, but it also tells a lot of people about who you are and what you are.
Exactly. And we're just going to do a little throwback right now, but Bob, I remember growing up, you used to work for a large home builder running sales and marketing.
Oh, absolutely. I worked for several Fortune 250 companies that sold real estate throughout the United States, and in one case sold real estate in Southeast Asia as well. And frankly, back then, I wish we had far more access to video. We could have, I think, penetrated the market much quicker, faster, if we had been using video more. The advantage to video is, as I just mentioned, you have the opportunity to not only give people facts and figures, but also let them know who you are, what your company culture is about, what's important to you as an entity, and how it can influence people that want to try to do business with you.
Yeah, and it's another big thing is the analytics that you can get back when using something like YouTube or Vimeo.
Oh, it's immense.
For marketers, getting that feedback can be invaluable. I mean, you understand your audience so much more than you used to.
Oh, absolutely. The other thing is that I do believe that there's a time and a place for, if you will, a homemade guerrilla video, but I also think that there's a much more of a time and place with people's levels of expectation having gone up to produce clean, professional-looking video, because that says something about your company as well.
And what would you say to the people who think, you know, I've done some video in my day, I can do a clean, professional-looking video at home. I don't need to spend the money.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's certainly possible. And as I mentioned, I mean, I think that there's a time and a place for it. But frankly, if you look at the folks that are on those different platforms today, they're not turning out roughly made videos. Even the folks that are getting significant subscription activity and views, those people still are producing fine quality videos. The good news is that the whole world has moved forward in technology, and as a result, the expectations of that have really increased too by the viewership out there. Lena Dunham, who's a pretty famous producer, director, writer, and actor, said just recently at an award show that you know, what she is doing today on the equipment that she has could not have been accomplished even 5 or 10 years ago. So with the improvement of equipment, the costs coming down, the expectations of the viewers have gone up. And if you're not producing good quality video, you're making a mistake.
Yeah, and you just brought up cost. I mean, what would you say to the people who, you know, think, hey, video is great, but it's just not for me. It's not in my budget. I can't really afford it.
Well, if your business is important to you, you need to find a way to make it affordable. Mm-hmm. Now, that sometimes means producing and filming it yourself. That's also sometimes means hiring a company such as ours, not that we're that expensive, but to have a finished, polished look on your video is important, more important than it's ever been today.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Absolutely.
I think that's about all the time we have for today's episode, but wanted to follow up with, where do you go? Where do you find a videographer? Where do you find the people you need to create a marketing plan? One that exists not just as, hey, I want to create a YouTube video and market my business that way, but creating a real strategic plan to go out over YouTube, over social media, on your website.
Well, that is also a very good question. Certainly, if you're in the Colorado marketplace, we would love to have a conversation with you. We also work in other states as well. But go into your local marketplace, check out websites for professional video firms, for professional digital marketing firms as well, and talk to other people. Look at your competition, frankly, and see who's got a great online presence and who doesn't. Whoever has got a great online presence, talk to them. In most cases, they're willing to share with you who helped them get to that point. Chances are they had a number of talented individuals or companies that helped them get there. And frankly, I think in almost every marketplace, the professionalism is rising, and the skill sets of folks out there are rising. And you just need to go and look for somebody that matches your personality and matches your budget.
Perfect. Well, thank you, and tune in next time for another episode of Ignite Behind the Scenes, and subscribe and follow us, please.
Yes, please subscribe. There's a button around here somewhere. Please subscribe, follow us. We really appreciate your taking the time to visit with us today.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Austin.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay.